Hello Pisces, and welcome to your reading by the Blessings Foundry. Today's reading will be a Celtic cross to see what messages and guidance Spirit has for you at the time you view this video. Pardon me. Spirit, please connect to the Pisces subscribers of this channel and their guides, guardians, angels, ancestors, and higher self in high vibrational energy to get the messages and guidance that Pisces needs for their soul's journey at the time they view this video. Let's see what we get for you, Pisces. So the center energy, the main energy of this reading at this time is the Three of Wands, waiting for your ships to come in, wanting to have growth and expansion. Threes are very passionate. This is at the point where you have made a decision or set your intention for what you want to bring in, that you want to have some type of growth, you want to have some type of development come into 3D form, into realization. So what might be blocking this? Three of Swords. So we're definitely having some heartache and loss, maybe apprehensions or fears regarding the ability for your desires to come to fruition here. So what is the recent energy that might be influencing this? So there may have been a recent walking away from something. So there was a decision here, Pisces, to walk away from something. And because it was no longer fulfilling, it was no longer satisfying, or there could have been heartache and loss, just a lot of sorrow in this situation. So as you have made this decision to walk away, you are also simultaneously making a decision to walk towards your Nine of Cups. And this is what we see in the transition, in the waiting period of heading towards your Nine of Cups. So what is in the recent past? We have the Seven of Cups. A lot of cup energy, a lot of emotions here. You could have had unrealistic expectations or found out that something was not as it appeared to be or not as advertised. So I'm feeling here, Pisces, something you may have invested in or believed in may have led to heartache or pain because it was not as advertised, and you may have even bought into the dream, bought into the vision. But no matter where you are, it's okay because you have surpassed that. In the past, you had the Seven of Cups. In the recent past, you've done a walking away from the illusions, the unrealistic expectations, the fragmented energy. So what is the current overall energy that's influencing? We have the Page of Cups, putting yourself out there for something new, being bold and putting yourself out there, maybe feeling as though some of you may be wearing your heart on the sleeve, maybe extending yourself emotionally. Some of you may be desiring apologies as well. We'll get more information in a moment about that. But the influencing energy we see here, the desires are to go towards something new. And we see in the near-term energy, making that decision to walk away and go towards something new, which is that Page of Cups. So you're really putting yourself out there. Some of you may have also been leaving your comfort zone in order to walk away from something. You finally got to the point of honesty with yourself and with the situation to realize that only pain and heartache and sorrow and sadness would come from it. So now you turned your back to it and you're looking into the future. You're looking into not behind but forward looking. And in the near term future, we have the Five of Pentacles. So this is very interesting, Pisces. I feel as though you may be carrying a weight of burden of the situation, feeling perhaps rejected, abandoned. Some of you may feel, if this was a love situation, that nobody will ever love you. You may feel unlovable. So please do be mindful as you move forward on this journey, the dialogues and the energy you're carrying with you, because they could be unhelpful to where you're trying to go. The Five of Cups is lack, loss, rejection, abandonment, even illness. So let's see what's going on in your current energy of how you perceive yourself. So you see yourself as being victorious, having learned a valuable lesson and having the strength and courage to move on from this situation that was truly getting you nowhere. And I'm hearing, how many more situations am I going to have to go through that just get me to the same place? Nowhere. So it seems as though you've tried many roads, you've traveled many paths, and they have not necessarily been the ones for you. However, this has led to a greater extent of skills and abilities, and here you're definitely ready for rewards instead of regrets. And how is the outside world perceiving you, or what's in your environment? The Five of Swords, Pisces. Now, you have had people around you that have been users, that have been takers, that have been jealous of you, that are not supportive of you. And this may have been what has ultimately led to your heartache and pain, is realizing the truth of those people who are in your environment, either, in work situations, family, relationships, or even the energy around you has not been conducive to your success. People around you may not have valued you. They may have took you for granted. They may have treated you as though you were an applicant and not the choice. Whatever this is, it's definitely a harsh energy that has been around you, but it seems as though you're definitely successfully coming to terms with it, even though we see the energy of sadness lingering. So what are your hopes and desires? We have the Ten of Wands, so you're really hoping to put down this burden. You're wanting to move forward to something new. You've traveled many roads, you've been down many paths, and you have not reached a destination that you call home, so to speak. So you're really wanting to put these burdens down so you can get to home, so you can get to that castle, so you can get to that seemingly far away land called home that has eluded you so far. And what is the possible outcome? Knight of Swords. So this is going to be a rapid shift, maybe even some harsh truths or harsh information coming forward towards you, but we do see rapid change in this energy as well. So what is this Three of Wands? What does Pisces need to know about this Three of Wands? Yeah, so we're getting the Ten of Wands. Your hopes and desires here are to move away from this burden. You're in this Three of Wands energy currently. Having made the decision, you are in the process of putting your burdens down. And with this Ten of Wands and Knight of Swords, you can't put them down soon enough, it seems. What is this Three of Swords for Pisces? For the blockage? Four of Swords. So the blockage that you're having right now is that you do have unhealed pain and trauma. You have grief and sorrow. You have loss that need to be healed and reconciled in order for you to be able to move forward towards what's coming towards you, or what for your ships to come in. That pain, that sorrow, whatever that hurt is, however that darkness shows up in your experience, definitely needs to be healed. And what is this Eight of Cups for the recent energy? And we're having Justice. So this is a hardcore decision. You made the right, highest, best decision for you and for your soul's journey. The Justice card is also speaking about divine intervention to course correct you. So it seems here you may have been a little bit off course, traveling down some roads that may have been more exploratory than rewarding. What is the Seven of Cups for Pisces in the past? What does Pisces need to know about the Seven of Cups for the past, please? Okay, we have three cards. Let me get this one. Oh, two cards on the floor. Judgment and Queen of Pentacles. Let me look at these ones first, though. So here for the Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, we have the Nine of Cups and Page of Cups. You thought this was going to be your wish fulfillment. You thought this was going to be a new emotional beginning, a new start, maybe a new opportunity that would be very fulfilling for you. And unfortunately, it ended up being a fantasy or unrealistic expectation. So you finally made a decision to nurture yourself and go in a direction away from this as a result of, you kept hoping, you kept dreaming, you kept fantasizing about it, you kept having expectations that it would come to fruition, but nonetheless it never materialized. So you made that decision to walk away. What is this Page of Cups for the influencing energy? What is this Page of Cups for the, thank you, two cards. We have the Eight of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. So you are putting yourself out there, Pisces. You are taking this risk to deal with your pain, to work through whatever has caused you that heartache and sorrow. You're putting yourself out there. Maybe walking away is making you feel a little bit vulnerable or emotionally vulnerable, or feeling as though, I'm working through this, but I'm putting myself out there to what avail? So we're seeing the Five of Pentacles next, putting yourself out there, wanting to overcome whatever this Three of Swords was, wanting to heal from it. What is this Five of Pentacles for the future energy, the near-term energy? Thank you. And we have the Two of Cups and the Ten of Swords. So Pisces, be very mindful about the mental dialogues, the self-sabotaging, the self-deprecation you are having going forward regarding partnerships and interactions with people. It seems as though some people have made emotional choices that have caused you trauma and pain, and that are going to be lingering in your energy if you allow it to linger. We see here you are actively working on overcoming this pain, correcting your perception and perspective regarding what was, or what was desired versus what truly was, and you're walking away. But you're going to also be at the point where you're needing to make emotional choices to either stay in the energy of loss and lack, or to put an end, to recognize that the worst is now behind you and make the emotional decision and logical decision here with the Swords, logical decision to move forward past it. So what does Pisces need to know about the Six of Wands for their current energy or self-perspective? What is the Six of Wands for Pisces, please? What is the Six of, thank you. And we have the Queen of Cups. So let me just take the time here, Pisces, to say good job, Pisces. Right now, your job is to give love to yourself. And with that self-love, that self-care, you are going to find victory. It's going to require that self-love and that self-care to overcome situations where you went without. This is a time of giving to yourself and putting yourself as number one priority. What is this Five of Swords for external to Pisces? What is this Five of Swords for external to Pisces? What is this Five of Swords for external to Pisces? Thank you. So for this Five of Swords, we're getting the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. You may have waited, Pisces. You may have sown seeds. You may have tried to build bridges, mend fences, and sew things together that were impossible to bring together. But the thing is here, Pisces, no matter what you offered, no matter what you gave to the situation, no matter how genuine you were or are, you have no control over the energy on the other side of the table. You can bring fruit, you can bring desserts, you can bring a feast to the table, but if somebody's in a mindset of perceiving you in a negative light, that's all that will be occurring here. And that's what we see happening external to you in your environment, is people only wanting what they want and only concerned about their own needs. So that has left you, unfortunately, in a position of sadness, in a position of needing to heal, in a position of feeling as though you're vulnerable, making the decision to move forward on your soul's journey, and now having to reconcile the truth versus the energy that you encountered with this person or situation. What is this Ten of Wands for Pisces' current hopes and fears? Or hopes and desires, sorry. What is this Ten of Wands for Pisces' current hopes and desires? What is this Ten of Wands, please? For this Ten of Wands, we are getting the Eight of Wands. Yes, you want to move out of this energy as quick as possible. You want to put this burden down and be an overcomer. You are in the process of doing this. With the Eight of Pentacles, you are working through the heartache. You are working through the losses. You may have taken an extremely big L, taken a very, very big loss here, Pisces, but you're putting the burden down. You're like, the first step is accepting, okay, this is it. This is the truth of the situation, which we see here with the Justice and Eight of Cups. This is what you've done. You looked at the truth of the situation where there was nothing really materializing. The actions never equaled the words. There was so many words, so many fantasies, so many unrealistic expectations. And you're seeing the only way forward is through the energy to put the burden down and move forward to your own victory. This is going to be your own victory, nobody else's victory, Pisces. You are going to learn a very valuable lesson about people and their energy. Not that you didn't already know this, but just more of a clarification. to where it's going to enable you to focus more on yourself rather than external. What is this Knight of Swords, please? We have the Devil and the Hermit. This is Capricorn and Virgo energy. The honest truth about the situation, Pisces, is you were stuck in something very toxic. It could have even been karmic. For some of you, it could have been business or a commitment of some sort here with the Hermit, but you have learned your lesson. With the Knight of Swords, it was a very harsh lesson to learn. You probably would have appreciated not having gone through this lesson, but nonetheless, it was important for you to go through it because now you're coming out on the other side as a victor. And I'm really feeling like this was almost the last straw for you, Pisces, where you're just not going to allow yourself to be in this type of situation again. You're going to make sure you have concrete expectations that, and here we have new beginnings and deception and envy, that nobody's deceiving you anymore. And moreover, you're not allowing yourself to be deceived by shiny, bright objects that make you believe that it's going to be what you want, when really it's just hollow and rusted inside. Spirit, one card for the overall message of this reading for Pisces. One card for the overall message of this reading for Pisces. And that's really what we're looking at here, Pisces, is something that you thought was shiny and bright, but inside was tarnished and dim. We have heart chakra. Return to yourself. Return to yourself. Return to your heart. Do the heart healing. The healing of the heart is central here for you to move forward. We have the Three of Swords twice, which shows you are in the process. The first decision you made to leave this situation was the first step in the healing process. You are in the process of putting this burden down and healing more, and Spirit is drawing your attention to the heart chakra because as you go forward, you may have a tendency to internalize self-blame, self-deprecate, and Spirit would like to see you have better for yourself. That it will be good for you to realize that you have made the decision to walk away, and therein, Spirit is proud of you. So please travel lightly with any type of blame, because this is not about blame. This is about healing. Spirit, one oracle for Pisces. Thank you. Sundress. Do it for you, Pisces. You have done so much for other people. This is what we saw here. You even put yourself last to people who you thought were going to bring in happiness, to bring in joy. But you are learning through this experience that you are the only one that can truly bring you joy. If you are not your source of joy, it's impossible for joy to be found in other areas. So do this for you. Face the sun. Allow the sun to warm you and embody you, and make sure that what you're doing is focused on what will be healthy for you. Let's get one more oracle, then we'll close it out. Spirit, one more oracle for Pisces, and we'll close it out. Thank you. And that buzzer, I'm washing some clothes, so the buzzer was like, the clothes are done. And here we have Owl. Behold sight, O ancient ones, for there is magic in the darkest of places, if one dares to open their eyes. The darkness you have encountered by way of unrealistic expectations, by falseness, by deception and lies, by backbiting energy, by the swords that were thrown in your back, whatever it is for you, there is very valuable insight to be found in the darkness. Just make sure you're not staying in the darkness, that you're getting the heck out of the darkness and facing the sun. But moreover, remember as you go forward on your journey to put yourself first, to make sure that you are valuing yourself greater than you're valuing others, because this is the way that you're going to truly have success and come and overcome your heartache and pain and have your ships come in, is recognizing your value and not lowering yourself based on other people's darkness. This is what I have for you, Pisces. God bless.